Konnichiwa! Today we're going to be taking a look at the Sega Mega Drive and Genesis greatest hidden gem, and it's a game that's coming out in 2021. Not only are we going to be looking at this gem of a game, but we also have an exclusive, this title's first footage of it running on a Game Boy. My name's Mike, and this is the Retro Gamer Boy Show. A big thank you to all my friends on the Mega Drive and Genesis subreddits. They pushed some awesome titles my way, and it's great to be able to cover these brand new games coming out on the Sega Genesis and Mega Drive. Today we're going to be taking a look at Jessie Jaeger in Cleopatra's Curse. It's a Metroidvania type game, and it's from Bold Game Studios. Now, it was announced in 2020, and I've only just come across it, but we got some awesome exclusive footage of the game, not to mention some exclusive first look at the Game Boy version. So what is the game? Well, like I said, it's a Metroidvania style game. It has over 470 rooms, 2 endings, and 6 unique end of level bosses. You can pick it up on the TurboGrafx 16, the TurboGrafx Super CD, the Sega Genesis and Sega Mega Drive, the Game Boy and the Game Boy Color. And the story revolves around Old Man Jaeger, who goes poking around the crypt of Cleopatra. Of course, this place is cursed, and during his escape from fleshy reanimated mummies, he runs into Cleopatra's sarcophagus and breaks it. Unhappy with this senseless act of vandalism, Cleopatra awakes and turns the Old Man Jaeger into stone. And this is where you come in. You're playing Jessie Jaeger, and it's your job to run around Cleopatra's crypt, finding all the sarcophagus pieces, trying to trap Cleopatra back in there and free your grandfather. So I'm not exaggerating when I say Jessie Jaeger in Cleopatra's Curse is the hidden gem of 2021 for the Sega Genesis and Mega Drive. The game is deceivingly simple. It has a huge amount of depth and a solid difficulty curve that will keep you on your feet. Now, like your typical styled Metroidvania games, you're working your way through a number of rooms, finding unlockables that unlock more rooms, allowing you to progress. To start with, Jessie has shoes that allow her to run and do running jumps. She uses this to navigate herself around various rooms until she finds a key. Once she has this key, she's allowed to progress further, and you end up with a boomerang that allows you to flip switches at a distance. Again, this opens up more of the dungeon available for you to explore until you start getting more weapons and more items. And this is really how the game progresses. You find new areas that you can't cross, and you must hunt down different objects to unlock your path, or new weapons or tools to help you navigate previously impassable areas. There are 10 items that help you navigate the crypt, 8 treasures and collectibles on each level like souls, gold and money. Every now and then Sobek will pop up, and you will need to present a treasure to him in order for him to open up an entrance or a secret area. But the star of the show really is the design of the rooms. They interlock in such a cohesive and fluid way. You'll find yourself performing speedrunner-like maneuvers, switching between items in midair to traverse the crypt. It can be extremely satisfying to seamlessly run through 3 rooms, jumping off falling platforms, using your whip to cross deadly pits, and then using your boomerang in mid-flight to hit a switch and then perfectly landing at the entrance of your next room. But this can also lead to frustration, as overconfidence will lead to death after death after death. Thankfully, there's a respawn system in place, and you can save your progress to the cart. The game's lead programmer and game director drew a huge amount of influence from games like Monster World 4 and Shanty, and it really shows those Metroidvania type mechanics in the game, and also the theming around it, even the lead character herself. The game has a simple and understated art style, but one that is skillfully crafted. It communicates everything you need to know in pixel perfect form, but does not fill the screen with unnecessary visual clutter that will confuse the navigation through the world. The team were keen to have a female protagonist, and the animation and character that they bring to this heroine is well implemented and perfectly timed. Enemies are detailed and well animated, with each having distinct attack patterns and speeds. This attention to detail in enemy design makes them a real consideration when traversing a room, and perfectly timing your run can lead to an impressive display of dodging attacks and traversal. There's some nice visual differences between the different levels and some lovely drawn end of level bosses. The game also plays around with things like water, fire, and there's even a level that's completely set in the dark with only your torch for company. This level is a great example of how art can complement design. Perhaps one of the more exciting features has to do with the audio. If you have a Mega CD or a Sega CD, you can go into the options and flip on an option that allows you to have CD quality audio while you play the game. It's an awesome feature and goes beyond just being a gimmick, using the Mega CD or Sega CD's processor to access CD quality sound. The fact that the soundtrack for this game is great really allows for this feature to shine. Jessie Jaeger in Cleopatra's Curse is developed by a super small team of around 4 to 5 people, and it started development in 2019. The Sega Genesis version will go on release in August 2021, with possibly a special Mega Drive release coming in a similar release window. Now, Bold Games have also added another platform to their impressive lists of gaming consoles that this game can be found on. You can not only play this on your TurboGrafx-16, on your Sega Mega Drive, your Genesis, on your TurboGrafx CD player, but you can also play it on the Game Boy. And we've got exclusive footage and hands-on gameplay of the Game Boy version. It's quite stunning to see what the team have achieved with the Game Boy version of the game. It retains the awesome soundtrack, the look and feel, structure, mechanics, and for the most part, the layout of the rooms. There are of course some obvious optimizations in visual and sound. There are also fewer enemies in some rooms, and the UI and UX has been tweaked to suit the system. Some of the rooms will differ from the 16-bit bigger brother, but overall the game is shaping up extremely well and is on track and due for a release in mid-2022. It's quite stunning what Bold Game Studio has done with this game. First glance, it looks super simple, but the amount of depth, the gameplay, the attention to detail, the animation is just perfect. Like I said, it's got a nice, strong difficulty curve there, but it's really satisfying. It makes traversing some of these rooms seamlessly an absolute joy. And of course, as you get overconfident with your skills within the game, you're bound to die a number of times. This game came out of nowhere for me and knocked me sideways. It showed me that there can be some great Metroidvania games created for the Sega Mega Drive and Genesis. Its understated art style that's just perfectly executed really helps with navigating the rooms. And the design choices are amazing. The fact that each of these enemies have slightly different animations and speed attributed to them means that each room feels different, a challenge, something to solve. I'll also put a link in the description below for a demo of the game. It is an older version of the game, so there may be some changes in there, but I would encourage you to download it and have a play of it. It is a great game, and I've lost hours to this game. And talking about hours, the developers think that it's going to take you about 8 to 9 hours to complete the game. That's it for this week's show. If you love seeing content like this, brand new Sega Mega Drive and Genesis games, retro gaming pickups, anything to do with retro gaming, then why not consider subscribing by clicking on a little button just below this video. We put out brand new shows every single Monday, and you can make sure that you never miss a show by clicking on the little bell also just below this video. And if you can't wait until next Monday, don't worry, we got you covered with a huge back catalogue of retro gaming videos, 2 of which you can watch over here.